scariest ghost story I've ever heard. Huh. Huh. Dear Tim and Moby, is a comet the same thing as a shooting star? From Darby. No. Shooting stars are tiny rocks, meteors that burn up as they fall through the Earth's atmosphere. A comet is a large frozen mass of gas and dust. They don't just burn up and go away like meteors. They have regular orbits around the sun, and they even have names. And unlike fast-moving shooting stars, comets look like they're moving slowly or not at all from Earth. In fact, a comet looks kind of like a regular star with a haze around it. People have known about comets for thousands of years. Before astronomers started studying comets, they were thought to be signs from the gods. Now we know that they're just icy balls of rock, dust, and frozen gas. That's why they're sometimes called dirty snowballs. Astronomers think most comets come from the Kuiper Belt or the Oort cloud. Those are loose collections of material that orbit the sun from far out in the solar system. A comet usually stays inside those two bodies where it can't be seen from Earth. But sometimes its orbit sends a comet streaking towards the sun. As it gets closer to the sun, the ice in the comet evaporates directly to a gas, forming a haze called the coma. The coma surrounds the nucleus, or the solid part of the comet. Together, they form what's known as the comet's head. Dust and ions coming off of the nucleus form the comet's tail, which can be millions of kilometers long. The sun's gravity pulls the comet in, then shoots it either into a new orbit, back where it came from, or out of the solar system. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal when you can see a comet in your area because they don't come around too often. For instance, Halley's Comet has a 76-year orbit. That means it can only be seen from Earth once every 76 years. Hyakutake from the Oort cloud orbits the sun about once every 72,000 years. Comets formed billions of years ago from the same dust and gas that accumulated to form the planets. Comets haven't changed much since then, so studying them is like looking into the past of our solar system. There's only so much you can learn viewing comets from Earth, so space probes are now being sent in for closer looks. NASA's Deep Impact probe blasted out a crater on a comet to study the dust. And in 2014, Europe's Rosetta craft made orbit around a comet and sent a lander to the surface. The lander can precisely measure the surface composition, which will tell us about the origin of our planet, and maybe even the origins of life. Oh, don't be so superstitious.